So we are I am peace and happiness. That indicates our true nature. So this text we have been talking and discussing about the three states. So today we will go a little deeper into how do I know after I wake up from the sleep that I had a sound sleep. How that thought came into the mind and who is responsible. So we all understand that now you have been understanding that there is a big difference between a normal inquiry that normally the scientists do. They do not know. The object is unknown. And then they begin the inquiry, they know it, the properties and qualities, and ultimately they publish their research paper and they say, yes, we have done it. So, how it is different from the self inquiry? The self inquiry means that I know something about myself. I know that I am the body, I am the mind, I am the thought, I have the pain, I have the headache. But at the same time, I do not know that I am the real self. So we have two types of knowledge. So some confusion is there. Confusion is there or delusion is there. So we have to apply the power of discernment. We have to filter out what I am not so that we can find we are our real self. That is why the self inquiry is different from the self discovery, or self discovery in the Eastern wisdom is different from the discovery in the world outside. And it has to be done by the intellect. We need not to do any practice. I know you are Stephen, you are Brandy, so the way I know means I have separated. Can I filter out internally in my mind through the thoughts by understanding? So the moment we filter out what I am not, I'm already in the state of meditation. And that is what we have been talking about: Shreyas, Prayas, rich mind, poor mind, our emotional dependence. So here we are not talking. We are going directly into the self discovery. Our goal is to discover the real self. One thing to understand. Another point, that discovery is not a produce or a production. I think you all are clear. We have to keep in mind. Discovery is not a produce or production. We create something in production. We find or know what is already here and now. So here it is already there. Real self is already there. So I have to know it. And the knowing does not demand any action. It is the subjective reality. I'm laying a foundation for that. Now there are two things in knowing. What is that? What I know are many, and who knows is only one. I know all of you. Same way, you know all of them. So, in the process of knowing by the mind, there are always two things: known and the knower, the object and the subject. There are many objects. My eyes is one vision, and I see the light and the wall and the monitor and the camera and you guys. First thing, we have to live into that awareness and attention, and then it becomes a magic here. First thing, clear? Now, when I know that here is Sam, I do not become Sam. I see the Stephen. I do not become Stephen. I see the brandy, I do not become brandy. I see the pain and I become the pain. Now we are coming closer from outside to inside. I see the monitor is here and it is 100% clear that this monitor is different from me. But I know that I have a pain. I am not able to separate it. I am stressed. Do you see that? When you see your home, you do not become home. When you see your honey, you do not become honey. When you have a pain, you become pain. When you know your anxiety, you become anxiety. No, 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 don't talk to me. I'm upset and I have an anxiety. But that is separate. Do whatever you want to do. The knower and the known are always separate. It's a very clear, laid down understanding that whatever I know, my mind knows is separate from me. So I know I have a pain, pain is separate from me. I know I have a body, body is separate from me. It clearly says that I am not the body. Can I live into that awareness? Home, phone, car, gadgets are not me because they are known. They are object. Whatever I know, known, experienced is an object. Am I clear? I am pain, not me. Take care of the pain, but I am not me. I know pleasure or experience pleasure or perceive pleasure, which is an object, is not me. I know pain and suffering are separate from me. Why? Because I am a subject. Same way I know, perceive, and experience the body is not me. I know thoughts of pain, pleasure, craziness, laziness, again is not me. Are you getting it? Principle, same principle, subject and object, known and the knower. So this is one of the most beautiful principle. Now understand, let us go deeper and to understand the exploring the sleep state. Did you sleep last night soundly? Okay, with a big sound. That is sound sleep. So now see, let us explore the sleeping state, direct knowledge in a waking state. Do you remember? There are four things in the direct knowledge. The object of knowledge, for example, Sam is an object of knowledge. If I say that I know Sam, so that is a thought. So there is an object in the thought, object is Sam. Then there is a perception. Then there is a thought plus consciousness. Without consciousness, no thought, no perception, no object of knowledge. Are you with me? No worries, even if you are not with me. So who follows 100%? Anyone? So I know you is a thought. There is you in I know you in the thought is an object. So there is a perception, knowing or experiencing. You can use different words: perception, knowledge, experience. And there is I am, is consciousness. Without consciousness, I cannot say I know you. Clear? Have you seen? First, know the memory. Have you seen, or how can I say? You have seen me before. So the moment you see me, you recognize. So what is that cognition? Coming from the memory. Clear? Without memory, you cannot recognize me. So when I see you directly and I say, Brandy, memory is working behind. Am I clear? I'm going a little deeper, step by step. So when I see you directly, but memory is working behind, instantly I say, here is Brandy. We are understanding memory. Memory takes the help of direct perception. Every memory depends on any object that I had seen before or in the past, right? Little deeper, but not so deep. So I had the memory of the past. That memory with the direct perception helped me to know who is Brandy, who is Stephen, who is Kate, and etc. Now we are concluding. This master is so beautiful. He doesn't beat about the bush. He doesn't talk about the poor rich mind, etc. He says, no, come directly. You have to be in meditation. So where there is a memory, there is an experience in the past. Then only you can express it. Right? I do not remember, I do not recall what I do not know in the past. Am I clear? Clear? Are you clear? Okay. So now we have to understand when I express that I had a sound sleep, this thought has memory. And if it has a memory, where it is? After I wake up, I say I had a sound sleep or I had a disturbed sleep. Are you clear? So this thought is a memory in the mind or somewhere. That is why just after wake up, I say I had a sound sleep or I had a disturbed sleep. Clear? Where is the memory? There, wherever there is a memory, there is an experience in the past. Whatever I experience, I may not remember all. So in a waking state, I remember sleep, that I had a sound sleep. So four things have to be there: an object, perception, thought, and consciousness. Clear? That is what I covered. In every experience that we have a thought, we have a perception, we have an object, and we have a consciousness. Consciousness is common. Are you getting it? Are you with me? Yes. Yes. Now, question comes, what is an object in deep sleep? Ask yourself. Look at the way this master goes directly. What is that? So again, I'm reminding you, there are four things in getting a knowledge: object of knowledge, perception, thought, and consciousness. Sound sleep is an object of experience. That is very clear. Huh? What is that object of experience? Do you know in deep sleep that you had a sound sleep? So what is the object in the mind? That object is ignorance. That is why I say I do not know if I am sleeping soundly in deep sleep. I do not know I am in deep sleep. Very clear. So what it means, I do not know, that is ignorance. I do not know is ignorance. It is absence. It is absence of an object. Understand? Remote is there. So I know that remote is there. So know I beforehand. So I had a thought that this is remote. Where is the remote? No, it is not there. So absence. Absence. So absence is an object of experience in deep sleep. Did you understand? Object of thought is ignorance. So what is my knowledge? It is the thought of ignorance plus consciousness. So here comes a beautiful way to understand there is a physical body, there is a subtle body which is known as mind, and there is a causal body where the thought takes place, but I remain ignorant. And that thought that I had a sound sleep is expressed the moment I wake up from the sleep. Why you are in a so hurry? Explain me again slowly. There are two things happening in the deep sleep. One is the joy, and other is ignorance. That is why we can say I have a sound sleep, right? It's going above your head, bring it inside your head. When we wake up, we experience I had a sound sleep. That is a thought. And then sound sleep means I have a joy, I have a peace, and I have a happiness. But we did not know anything. Why? Because the object in deep sleep is ignorance. What do I experience? I experience nothing. Absence. It does not mean the thought is not there. That thought is very subtle here. It takes place in the casual body. Whatever is unmanifest does not mean experience is not there. Understand it again. Four things. Remember, object of knowledge. What is the object of knowledge in deep sleep? It is ignorance. I do not know in sleep that I am sleeping. Right? Who knows this? Consciousness. Consciousness knows it. But that thought does not, we do not recognize that thought that I had a sound sleep. Why? So the master says it is in the causal body. Causal body is subtler than the mind. And the moment I wake up, instantly that thought returns in the waking state that I had a sound sleep. So I am present there, even in deep sleep. That is what the master wants to prove. So when I am present in deep sleep, who am I? I am pure consciousness. So when I live into that state, I am already in the state of meditation. I give you an example. Mother said to the son, "Can you buy butter? Go out." Son says, "Butter is already there in the refrigerator." Where it is? It is in the milk. It is unmanifest. So it is unmanifest in sleep. So he is not telling a lie. We experience when it manifests. So when the mind becomes active, the moment we wake up, we realize I had a sound sleep. That thought was already present in the casual state, and I recognize it. Who recognizes it? Who is this I? That is what the pure consciousness is. So I am pure consciousness. I am peace and happiness. So during sleep, little deeper, thought takes place in the causal body. We do not experience because the mind is absent. I cannot experience anything if the mind is not there. So in deep sleep, mind is sleeping. And so the joy is also experienced in deep sleep that I recognize the moment I wake up. Everyone is stand still. Everyone has understood, do not understood. So there are two objects in the deep sleep. One is joy and other is ignorance. Joy is there, but I'm ignorant about it. What are the objects? Ignorance and joy. So there in the causal body we have a thought of ignorance and ananda. When I wake up, instantly I say I had a sound sleep. It is coming from that causal body where the I experienced it. And who is this I? This I is pure consciousness. That is the real self. One thing more to understand here, that is the reason we have millions and billions of these thoughts as impressions are accumulated or being accumulated every day in the causal body. That causal body is known as the body of ignorance. Ignorance means I do not know. They do not resurface. They have yet to manifest. You're talking to someone and the anger erupts. It is coming from the causal body and manifesting. Huh? We have these experiences. That is why we talk of three bodies. The physical body, mental body is known as the subtle body, and subtler than the subtle body is the causal body. There, the experience of the deep sleep is there. When I wake up, I know I had a sound sleep, and that I means that consciousness is present in the sleep state also. We have to filter out self inquiry. We are confused that if I am the body, if I'm the waking state, if I'm the dream state, or if I'm the sleep state. I'm none of them. I'm not the body, I'm not the man. I am pure consciousness. Mano buddhir ahankara chittani naham न च श्रोत्रजिह्वै न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवो. Great Master Shankara writes that I'm none of these five elements which makes the body, mind, breath, intellect, ego, no thought. Then who am I? I'm the absolute pure consciousness. It's worth contemplating and reflecting. The moment you wake up in the morning and the mind says, I had a sound sleep, come on, hold on, mind. Why don't you know in the deep sleep? Why you are telling me, why you are passing out this information now in the waking state? the more and more contemplation and reflection will make you clear. Oh, it is. I is present. That I is pure consciousness, is present in the deep sleep. Also, the way it is present in dream, the way it is present in waking state. Are we studying? Are we studying very deep now? Casual. Just say I have understood and let us start our journey. You will get it. It's not